All right, we're doing some Dragon Avatar today. Our main goal right now is to set up our project a bit better. So we have this guy right here, this project, but things are just kind of scattered in a few different places. So let's fix that. I'm gonna turn down the music just a wee bit, and maybe we'll turn up the mic to max them up. All right, so what are we looking at? Redo the teeth. So we're gonna make a new collection called Body. Move this up here, and we'll put this in here, put this in here. Body Baker is its own collection, because that's what we need to redo. We need to kind of redo all these baking and this and that, because we did a multi-res workflow, and honestly, I think that was a mistake. So, save the copy. 20 free project or reorg. We'll save that there. And so we have the Body Baker in here. This is a GeoNode object, and I'm going to delete that because we have better ways to export things now. Stuff. Let's turn on stats. Oh, my face is off. Okay. This here. We'll turn off this collection. We do have none of the morphs are on. Let's split our view here. Let's do a vertical split. Join these like so. Properties here, just because our project's getting big enough that, or our modifier stack's getting big enough that it's just going to be a pain to work with otherwise. Should be good. All right. Okay. Non-baked. We'll put these into body. First things first, enough with the multi-res. Let's just apply this. So we're gonna just hit mesh right then and there. Well, actually, we're gonna close the mouth just a little bit, and then we'll mesh it. Right about there. So now we're gonna mesh it. I am tired of dealing with the multi-res modifier. That's really been the biggest pain point in this project. And multi-res is great when you're starting out. It allows you to make really quick edits and changes to both your high and low poly. But after a certain point, it really gets in the way and is really just a huge pain, to be honest. All right, our mouths, we're gonna redo as well. Keep Stefan here. We're gonna redo those because I have some better solutions for those now. The tongue's fine. I can't remember if we're using the scales or not. All right, wait for that to load. Let's double check that our low poly matches. So we should have the armature here, and I feel like it's in a slightly different pose. That's just me. Right about there. And we are going to apply this. Apply. So let me duplicate it and apply it. Good morning, Hubble the Wolverine. Hello. How's your day going? Oops. Something like this. Wait. Thought I had lined it up. Gotcha. Ay, papi. So apply that armature and then undo the pose. And then we can turn it back on. Gotcha. Okay. But the pose is keyframe, so we need to go to frame 0. And save it. Okay. Our scales. Oh wow. A lot of them. Okay, pretty good. Make one more collection, which we'll call Body Game Ready Version. Non-baked should probably go in there. Just started my day. I've started a fox head sculpt. That's super cool. Are you doing like an anthro character? I would assume, or like an actual fox. And move these into their own collection. Brill or chin? It's gonna do it for now. Goal right now is simply to kind of reset. Anther, chatting with you last time inspired me to try again. Heck yeah. That's good to hear. We're gonna do an Alt D duplicate. We're gonna make one more collection here, which will be body, tail, cage. It's here. It really should just be body. They're all gonna be one. Okay. Then we'll take this body, Alt D duplicate, and send it over to cage. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kind of an odd place right there. Beautiful. That should fix both versions. It says body underscore low. And this one down. Low. Claw, foot, inner, or say A. Claw and A or thumb. Exploring the anatomy yesterday, went on a tangent to see how skulls are similar between Ursinidae, Canidae, and Mustelidae. Mustelidae. Because they have a common ancestor. That's pretty cool. I'm always stunned with how similar any sort of mammalian anatomy really is. should probably number these. I would prefer that. Spine 1. Say 0, 1. All right, we've done a good job. We've renamed all of our objects here on the low poly version. Beautiful. Bellissimo. Okay. That's super handy because, honestly, organization is king when it comes to this kind of work. All right, now we kind of got to do the same here. It'll be body underscore I form Y. What did I name it on the other one? Clock, but a loom. Hello, Neku. Welcome. We're going to be working on this dragon today. I'm doing good. Hope you're having a good, hope everyone out there is having a good weekend right now. Packing up the move this week, very chaotic. Well, wishing you well with the move. That's certainly always tough. I've moved many times. I'm tired of moving, but I'll have to move again in a few months. And then that will be body by scales. I think that's how it should be. Yeah. Still going through the VRC Traders verification process, lol. Applying for texture artist and avatar model. Nice. Do you have an ArtStation, by the way? If you're familiar with that? Like a DeviantArt or something? All right, so much better. Everything's organized and named properly. I don't have an art station. I have like Fur Affinity. Really need to get on top and make my portfolio, but I don't wanna. I definitely relate to that. I've sometimes promoting and sharing and kind of enshrining your own work is just as much work as making the thing, which is such a terrible, terrible curse. All right. The body high poly is now optimized, organized, and looking good. Looking sharp, looking powerful. In a much better place to continue making some high quality edits now. My big problem with this commission is just the multi-res and then my organization. So I think that was really what made it very difficult. Good at doing things, not really being actively promoting about it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the love of art for me is certainly not the promotion game. I don't think it looks anything like that. I'm gonna start putting some of my scripts into a add-on so I can do these changes faster. Not a big deal right now. Renaming things is a pain. Okay. So we got body cage, low poly, boom, 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 boom. Should be an equal amount of objects in here. So what are we missing? We're missing these. I'll be right back, everyone. I have to run to the restroom. Alright, sorry for stepping away there. Hello, Ori, welcome. Still need to complete one more avatar before I can apply, but currently going through some strong burnout. Big trouble for me is staying motivated. If I had any recommendation for that, it would be less about... Very easy to be project-oriented. But I think if you can switch your mindset to being like hour-oriented, it's a little bit easier. So instead of trying to finish something, just try to put in X amount of time every day or every few days or something like that. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Because the hardest part with this kind of work is you're always going to encounter something you didn't expect. That's just the guarantee, is that there's going to be something you're not going to expect, and then you feel like you're behind or something like that. So I think in my opinion, the easiest way to counteract that is simply to just what is the easiest way to counteract that? To just focus on being consistent with your time. As long as you know you're putting in the time, eventually you'll get the things done that you want to get done. And you don't have to worry about because if it's just like, oh, I have to get this done as quickly as possible, then you kind of have this like performance mindset, and that's pretty toxic long term. You just want to be putting in the hours, putting in the time. Because that's all that's really gonna make the difference in the end. What's your Twitch? I want to compare latency. Yeah, it's same name. It's just Sam Dutter. Should be at least. Should be the same name. I'm hub of everything on Twitch, by the way. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, YouTube has been a little bit slower lately, so I might switch off of Restream entirely and just do 2 streams directly on OBS or something. Okay. We've got the cage made. We have the low poly. We have the high poly. For the high poly, let's go in and do some changes, because we really have just a few tweaks to make, especially pulling this part out. I think we can go in and get some extra detail in here. Most importantly, we're going to switch to a remesh. Instead of multi-res, we're switching over to remesh. Though we will lose some detail in these parts. Latency here is much better, yeah. It's pretty significant, unfortunately. Not quite sure what to do about that. All right, so let's do it. We're gonna make sure I have all my mods applied. Yes, I do. We'll go into sculpt mode. We'll set remesh at 0.001. We'll say fix poles. Remesh. Not the anime art. I'm making animal noises. Sorry, brain immediately goes to JoJo. cold in here. I got my blender beanie. Thanks, shout out Snardom. Blender beanie. There we go. Hello, Liv. Welcome. This is a Dragoon. Set my camera. My hair's getting so long now. All right. So, first things first, let's get in there with some smoothing. Ah, damn. Waiting for it to load or bake the remesh. All right. Diggy, can I send you one of my models sometimes? It's fully rigged and all, but feels lacking. My fox keeps looking like a corgi. Gotta get that reference. Get those reference images. Well, Diggy, you're always welcome to send me screenshots. Unless there's something specific in the technical like a technical problem. I don't think I'll need to dive into your blend file. Alright, so that's it for pretty much the head. Now I'm going to mask out the head. It looks stylized. I want to make it more semi-realistic. Have you gathered reference images? I know I just brought that up, but genuinely the you're working without reference, I think you'll kind of be working in the dark on uh what that difference is. What I have a lot of Fox images, but I think I need more angles. Oh, good. Ow. That was quite the burp. Oh, or hiccup or something. That really hurt. Invert this mask. After smoothing it. The Blender Beanie! Hello, Snardom. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Indeed, we have the beanie acquired. I don't lose certain details by smoothing too much. Alright, I think we've done it. Got rid of most of the wireframe artifacts from the remeshing process. I really should have just subdivided before applying the remesh. Just how it goes sometimes. All right. So, anatomy and proportions, my only two weaknesses. Someone is confident in their vector man. Let's take a look at the substance files. Refresh our memory on what's going on here. We need to bring back the teeth. So let's go ahead and go over to, I guess, Neku. Got some teeth we could use. We could just use the teeth generator itself. So file, append. Products. Teeth generator. So down here we got these tubers. What we can do is actually just swap these out. For different versions. First, let's turn off the poly. Second, let's swap the teeth first. So do delete, duplicate, move those over. 0.2, shrink them down. Something like that. Do swap those incisors. Suppose we need to swap the molars too. Let's open up our iPoly. As soon as it loads. Oh, good. Gotta fix that right there. Something's wrong with the teeth rotation. And just the general size of things anyway. Load! It's like a character or something. This upper is kind of a weird way to put it. Top or bottom. A little. They're rotated on that side. Gotcha. And we'll do a little slice here and here. Just move this down. Go. They're kind of the cage on. Over engineering this stupid demo assignment for potential new students visiting school to check out the courses, but we all need some 3D in our lives, I'd say. In code. Well, good. I mean, as long as you're having fun with it. Wallace hammering for 1 hour intensive. Fix the teeth rotation here. I have no idea what kind of ads you guys get. Foxhound looking a lot better. I found a good anatomy reference. Hello, Foxhound. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's your day going? We're working on a dragon today. I have to... I guess I can update it right in here. Oof. When we instance the incisors and canines, Don't seem right, because... Hmm. Well, maybe. I've been doing well. Day's been going good. Happy to see you again. Thank you. Good to see you as well. Sorry, guys. I wonder if... that seems normal. Oh, it looks weird. Guess that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, much better. Now we're gonna have a lot more control over what the teeth look like, how they're positioned, all that jazz. Good. All right, so for our teeth, these ones are now our high poly ones. Here. And then we'll just Shift D duplicate. First, it's isolate. I like to check out some of the details here, because on the high poly, turn up that subdiv amount. That feels weird. Feels better. Have a shorter range, a little bit more displacement. Yeah, I like that more. More. All right. Those should bake super well. I'm gonna head and duplicate them now and send these two to the body low poly. And in the low poly, you guessed it, we're gonna select low poly and low poly. Then duplicate these one more time and send them to the cage. We're gonna have to adjust this up here. So for the cage, select them and hit use cage. Easy. Okay. Now back to high poly one more time. Put on the teeth generator as well. And the nice part about what I'm doing is because I've used a GeoNode on the curve here, when I update one, I'm updating all of them. I don't have to worry about getting my cage lined up perfectly, this and that, all that bullshit. Just freaking works. Which is awesome, because I'm lazy. There we go. Should be almost everything there. Hello, Fox Gamer Pros. We all lazy once in a while. I tried combining ambient occlusion and geometry pointiness. Found a good way to combine it with the texture by multiplying them. Any better ideas? Also, hello, no name. Well, for me, are you in a Substance? Or when you say pointiness, I would assume you're in Blender. Excuse me. Oh, no, I do want that many. Just slow. Very slow goes out. 8 mil polys here. 8 million polys. Blender exclusively. Well, I'd assume pointiness is quite similar to the curvature map, and that's really the basis of a lot of my texturing in Substance Painter. Hello, Symphony. Welcome. Excuse me. All right, those all look good. Now we have exporters for all these different collections. So we can be extra lazy when we export. We just have to click one button. Easy peasy. And let's do that now. So we'll go ahead and export all collections. Which didn't work because we didn't have the main collection enabled. Let's go back here. So we got the little chin frill spikes right here. Excuse me. In grill. Main. Mid. Oh. All have displace on them? This doesn't even get exported in this collection, does it? It's exported in the wings or something. Something like that. And we're gonna rename this again. Chin. Spine. Chin. Mid. Another spine. Low. There we go. And we'll take these high ones, move them here. Low ones, move them here. Okay. We can delete this collection. Saw some tutorials trying to copy model views cavity you showed yesterday by combining geometry normal and bevel normal through a dot product color ramp and mix screen. That sounds like vector math. I don't like vector math. That's a lie. I do like vector math, but it is challenging. So usually I avoid it. Well, I'm not there yet, at least. I think eventually I'd love to have all my pieces, a full GeoNode workflow. Q3. Oh, turning on and on this collection is super laggy. Get rid of the displace there. Okay, that's looking decent. Now onto just the cage. All right. We're almost there. We are almost there. At least with cleaning up this collection. Okay. Try to fit both of those in there. We could. This is everything that's going to get baked, right? I think. Pretty sure. And we do need to confirm that in fact those teeth are in that position by checking this. Right. UV check, UV check. Boom. That looks correct. This is the first square, and then the other one should be right next to it. Perfect. Okay. Should be golden. Export all collections. Exported one file. And that one. Right, back to Painter. Here we go. Time to redo some of the texturing here. Okay, not bad. We're missing the eyes. Or no, the eyes are fine. The teeth are missing. And that must be because they are UV checker material. And it should be the geonode. Use custom. Really don't need a button for that because it doesn't matter. I have to make sure I do that for all of these. Loading, loading, loading. That really doesn't matter for the high poly, but now we have all of them. Save and export again. Okay, so clearly the teeth need some work. Hello, Hazel. I'm Draken. Drachen? Using the almond. We're just waiting for this to load. And we rebake. Things are going well, Hazel. Thank you for asking. We're returning to this avatar that we worked on in the past. We're on trying to get things back to a very usable state because I need to make some changes to this avatar. But it's a complex one, so we gotta really do it right. Beautiful. Everything looks good. Sort of texture here. Wonder what that's from. Alright, that's okay. Do an eye shadow because we want to make the interior of the eye look like a socket. And we'll use a fill. Set to that. Set to spherical projection. Cropped to shape. Then we can just kind of shrink it down. About there. Then just a filter blur. Make it a little softer. All right, that should be a good start. Okay, re-export. Now we don't have the most recent version in Unity though. What we need to do is go down here, turn on the game ready version, which is missing our low poly. We'll duplicate, send to game ready version. What else are we missing? Pretty much everything in here, but that really is the case. Pretty much everything in here. So we'll go there, Alt D, and send to body game ready version. And then here, you just get rid of low on everything. Beautiful. Okay. Turn on the rig now. And actually what we can do is take the rig and we'll add it to our game ready collection. That way I don't have to turn it on. It's just in this collection and we can just select it. You know what? Actually, I take that back. We're gonna... Yeah, we'll delete that. We'll call this game ready version. Like this, because I actually would also like the wings to be in here. Oops. All right, good. Getting a little bit more organized. The breasts, I guess that would also go in the body collection. Slowly getting more organized. Breeds. All right. So now what we'd like to do is that on the game ready version, we would also like to include the low poly wings because these are ready to go. But before we do that, let's just clean up what we have because there's a lot of stuff in here. This will be tail low. Wing arm low. Wing claws. Well, foxes have very long snoots. Tail. Tail. Low. Wing webbing. Low. Chin. Webbing. Low. Yeah, absolutely. There should be a work in progress or art share channel. Or do you are you in my Discord already? Drop that in that. I think there's an art share in there. There should be. Perfect. I'll take a look in just 1 second. Your message, perhaps not. Let me open up Discord here. Yeah, I can add more fur. That should be pretty easy to do. And and where are we going? Self-promotion. Or wait, let's see. Art share. Art share. Yeah, there we go. Very cute. Look at that. Here, let me open it up this way. Well, very cute. I like the snoot. Like your blender hat? Thank you. Hello, Reyes. Welcome. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, Snardum. Shout out Snardum. Got me some blender merch. Got a beanie and a shirt and a little pin. From him. Excuse me, sorry to yawn. There we go. All right, everything should now be named appropriately with the wings for our reorganization, which is feeling really nice. I'm glad I'm going back and taking the time to do this, because honestly, it's been the hardest part about coming back to this project has just been my lack of organization. And I only have myself to blame for. In a moment, can you shoot me over the SPP file from Atlas so I can play with the colors and stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Boom. And boom. And boom. Alright, so for all of these, let's turn on displacement. Boom. Alright, beautiful. Let's take a look. And we'll do just the clothing for now. That'll probably take a little bit. And in the meantime, do that. Cool. Okay, nice and organized. Let's do the clothing next. Really doesn't need as much work, but you know what? We're gonna do it. I don't want to ever have to do this again. Beautiful. There we go. there. Okay, those are getting uploaded right now, Reyes. Okay, just a little bit more to do with getting these collections set up. We would like to take advantage of our newfound ability to export collections because it's just too useful. Just too useful. So we'll go there. All right. FBX, FBX, FBX. So it looks a little different. Sorry. Okay. Perfect. Clothing good to go. Now for the wings. Page. Interesting. There we go. Just one moment, y'all. Letting me select that. All right, one second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, let's get into it. So, we set up, for some reason, the low poly. I see, it is actually working. It just confused me because it closed this little collapsible menu. It'll go up. No, wrong. Copy that path, paste it here, and I'd like the wings low poly. One more collection to export, like so. Go here, copy this path, paste it here. I just overwrote it. Oops. High poly. Okay, low poly. Page. Perfect. Now we can export all those collections. Hey, thank you for the follow, Hub of Everything. Super appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Gonna take a pancake break. Gonna make the pancakes. Enjoy your pancakes. See you later. I guess we'll also make one more collection for cloth game. And we'll take the low poly objects. For now, let's do an Alt D duplicate. Or they're already rigged. No, they're not. Alt D, send to clothing cloth game ready. Right here, which we will of course rename. And then we'd like to include our beautiful rig here, so add that to game ready cloth. And so now, good to go. We got this nice little collection ready for exporting. For the wings, though, those will be yeah, I guess Alt D duplicate and send over to body game ready. Boom. So now we should have this collection and the game ready version of the avatar. Actually don't even know if I've been using AutoRig Pro to export, have I? No, I have not. So, okay, one moment. Okay, we're back. So, if that's the case, I guess I could remove the rig for right now. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna undo that. Remove it from this collection and this collection, and we're gonna put this back in here and call this body game test, and just say body. And we'll go here, open up this folder. Over here. FBX. And substitute collection. Bam. 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 Okay, so now this whole folder will also update the Unity version. Very convenient. Very, very convenient. Okay. All right, things are looking pretty good. And we're going to do the same with the clothing right now. Cloth. Unity. I wish I could include AutoRig Pro exports in here. Once I'm able to do that, it'll be really, really good. And of course, once geometry nodes are able to freaking actually work with vertex groups, that would be even better. We're not there yet. There yet. Sorry, one more change. It's more for the bakers, the baking is in there. Now we also have these breast objects. They're kind of wild looking right now. This is where a lot of the complexity comes from. So we need to create our goal is to create a character that can morph, have a bunch of morphs, so we create tons of variety, including female versions. So to get there is the question. Morning, Dara. Just gained consciousness. I shall BRB as I grab coffee and then return. I might get some coffee in just a little bit. I am going to be going on lunch in about 30 minutes. We've been working most of the morning so far. Getting things made. Not too much looks different, but we're very organized now. Very organized. Actually, let me check something really quick. Just want to check the AutoRig Pro updates. Update log. Okay, so we're still missing. 0.72. That's true, actually. Huh. As long as I have my baker organized by high and low, then we should be able to include the breast in the Substance Painter file as long as it has a different material. And we can bake these directly in the same file, which should make this a little bit easier to work with. So, breasts. Breeds. And I guess, yeah, we'll just dump them right in there. The tough part is different configurations of the body. Work better with this. So let's yeah, I still want this in here. Let's do this. Bam. Low poly. We want a new material. It's really the only way that's gonna work well. Doesn't matter what the high poly material is. We have a weld modifier. Okay, for the middle. Weld. Um. Oh. Let's check a few other things. So. They aren't UV mapped at all. The high poly is not a high poly in the same way the body is the high poly. This is actually more just a sculpture. This is more of a for the shape. So let's put this out here. Call this breast shape. Yeah, we will make another question. That here. Let's turn off the low poly. So this is what. I just don't have a clear vision of how to blend the materials together. It'd definitely be a lot easier if there were just two separate characters. Challenging. Okay, so there's a few things. First is these are the breast high poly. There's no other way around that. We have to have as their own collection. We might put it in the body collection, but they are their own thing. Next, excuse me. We want to basically include these as part of breast. Just figuring out problem solving. All right. Okay, so I think my thought process has been that, like, right now it looks just a little bizarre. The shapes don't seem to blend quite well with the body in the current configuration, but I do need to make them in this configuration and then use the morph modifiers to alter the body, or to allow people to use those morphs to create a more feminine figure if they wanted to. So I think that we leave this here. Or we don't leave this here. We fit it to the torso. So that's the only way I can see to do it. And we'll do this here. Let's see it a little bit easier. This little position. That. And bring the middle forward. Double check exactly where we made the cuts. Yeah. Anything I missed getting done earlier that I should check off the to-do list? Right now, we've just mostly organized the blend file to get things prepped for, well, just making it easy to make changes, really. I think we just had to make some kind of major changes. You can review the VOD if you'd like, but nothing to review. So I'm not turning into your streams, but a little hectic over here. That's fine. Just checking in on see how you are. Can't stay long. Got lunch plans. Best of luck to your work. Thank you, Popstar. I'll be going on lunch myself in about 10 minutes, and we'll be back in about an hour and a half after that. Gotta get my run in for today. Need some smoothing. Realistically, I'm just constraining them too close to the chest. These just don't look right. But visual intuition's harder when we have a bunch of morph shapes we're going to be able to use as well. But I guess I can't think about it that way. I can design it however I want. We'll just make the best shape we can now. Add some morphs and let people make whatever variations they want off of that. I'll see how happy I'm with the Av you've made, by the way. You did such a great job. I get so many compliments, people wanting to know who made her. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Reyes. Thank you. I'm very nice for Sugar Run, but you know, asthma. I do walk a lot, though. Did holiday shopping yesterday. Hit up 3 different shopping centers all over town on foot. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I live right next to them all, and it has been packed. Black Friday was insane. But thank you again, Reyes. I'm glad to hear you're getting good reception, being well received. And I hope your holiday travels are going well. Hope everyone's having a good holiday season so far. What I could do is narrow the shoulders right now. No, that's okay. What it is that the rib cage comes out so much. If I hide this, it's good. I like how this looks. Just struggling to find the right shapes. Of them all, the one near me is getting turned into condominium right now. It's just fodder for liminal space Reddit photographers and creepy pasta writers. It's certainly or I don't know if there's really a difference, but they call it an outlet rather than a mall. It's pretty much the same thing. I don't see a real big difference other than it's not all inside. I mean, they have yeah, it's a mall. You know what? It's the the chest just looks too large. Hmm. Yeah, okay. I think I'm understanding my kind of discrepancy. What would be the word? Reality is we would just have other shapes to balance it out. It doesn't matter what it looks like here. It really doesn't. Because we're going to be blending that with other things. So, okay. That's that. And I think what we're going to do too is we will have kind of a yeah, actually let's go in here. Let's slice this in half. And I think what we'll do is we'll have some scaling, because there's going to be a difference in the normals where the breast attaches to the chest. There's going to be a difference in normals. So I think we'll just play into that, and we'll have a difference in scales. Like there's a different scale pattern or something like that. That's probably going to look best. And we're going to take these out. Put them in their own collection. Will be horizontal scoots like on the belly. I don't know. I think we'll try to make it match what we've got going on here as much as possible. I think it blends nicely, but it'll be a bit of improvisation. Go a little bit more ham with this. All right, I'm gonna end the stream in just a second. Again, I'm just taking lunch. I'll be stepping out for just a moment, and we'll be back a little bit later and continuing our work on the breast. I think we can finish the breast today, and that should be the last major Blender modeling. There'll be some tweaks and stuff after that, but should be entering a more distinct stage at that point. Distinct stage. Turn that back on. Oops. Nice. Switch over to a yeah. Funny look we got going on, but is what it is. we're making the right moves now, because now I'm not constrained on the positioning. It's just going to be a separate object that kind of sits on top of the body. That will be a lot easier to work with. Easier. And it also gives me the ability to make them kind of separately. Okay, good. I think we're seeing it now. Seeing the solution. What do you typically do work that can't go on Twitch? I'll just stream on Discord, or I'm thinking of streaming on I forget the name of it. I think it starts with an R. No, Picarto? Picarto. That starts with a P. You'll be thick. Really the narrowing of the chest that makes the biggest difference. Okay, and then we'll make ways to scale those. Another shape key, set of shape keys and stuff. So just plays one of your normal work days then. Do you announce these in the relevant room of your Discord? I haven't done too many in a while, so I have announced them before. I suppose I would do it again. Should I continue that? Alright, those look pretty good. So we'll call this breasts high. And then we'll want some scales. Interesting. Right. I was aligning them to the narrow chest. Then yeah, that's fine. I'll just adjust them to this one, because I know that once they're narrowed, they'll be in the same spot. Okay. Because the inside actually doesn't matter too much. If it goes in, then it goes in. A little wedge. Alrighty. Okay, it is 12:08. It is time for me to go get my run on. I will be back in just a little while, everyone. I'm gonna go get a run in, get some lunch in my tummy, and I'll be back soon. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Again, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most, and then we'll round out another work day, probably another 5 hours or so of work. And we'll see you then. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you soon.